Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and to the ranking member for this important hearing. My district in Nevada includes the Nevada National Security Site, an enterprise of multi-mission, high-hazard experimentation facilities delivering technical and service solutions in support of our nation's national security. The world-class work that's being done at NNSS would not be possible without the hardworking individuals who come from all over the state of Nevada. The primary mission of NNSS is to help ensure the nation's nuclear weapons stockpile remains safe, reliable, secure from our adversaries, and host all three NNSA laboratories. Chair Creedon, given your previous positions at NNSA, can you talk about the importance of the facilities across development, production, sustainment, and dismantlement in ensuring that the U.S. maintains a safe, secure, and reliable nuclear deterrent?
Yes, thank you very much for that question. The National Nuclear Security Site at Nevada, the Nevada Test Site as we often refer to it historically, is really where so much of the experimental work at NNSA is done. So one of the key new projects that's underway right now is called ECSE. It's the Expanded Capabilities for Subcritical Experiments, and that doesn't really say much on its face. But what this does is this is a whole laboratory underground with an accelerator to help the United States more fully understand the functioning of nuclear weapons so that we can not only maintain them, but that we understand them so that we can do more things in the future, whether that's pit reuse, whether it's developing new pits based on the heritage of the tests at Nevada. It's the whole ramification. So much work is done out there. There's also, and I mentioned earlier, some of the verification work that NNSA also does. There's a tremendous amount of that work out there. They just recently conducted an experiment with conventional high explosives to try and improve the capability for detection of others who might be trying to conduct nuclear tests underground. You know, there's a threshold beyond which it's quite difficult to detect. And it's also a host for a number of other government agencies who can bring their experiments to Nevada because of the size, the space, the complexity, and frankly, the workforce. But like all the sites, Nevada also has a challenge with respect to the workforce. It's, as you know, it's a very remote site. It takes a long time to get out there. So really focusing on the workforce out there is also hugely important.
I was just speaking to a group of workers over the weekend, in fact, based on a contract issue that we're trying to get addressed, so I agree. What findings and recommendations specific to sites such as NNSS did the Commission make to address any current shortfalls and or improve management going forward?
So what we looked at primarily was, as I mentioned, the state of the infrastructure. Nevada it's huge. I mean, the Nevada site is huge. I don't think it's often recognized how big it really is. So it has hundreds of miles of roads and that need maintaining. In many respects, it's a small state. And so the infrastructure out there, both the experimental infrastructure, all of the workforce, all of this needs it needs to be updated. It needs to be maintained. One of the things that we talk about with respect to the infrastructure is on the NNSA side, other than some of the scientific infrastructure, like some of the work that was done historically on the subcriticals experiments, we didn't do much in terms for quite a while, and so now we're kind of playing catch up on this infrastructure, and so it's important that this get funded and that it get funded consistently, as I mentioned, without CRs, hopefully, and that there are adequate funds to do the planning and people to implement it. But it's a big infrastructure problems. We talk about maintaining infrastructure in perpetuity so that we don't take these breaks in the past where we lost the ability to do things.
Thank you for underscoring the points on infrastructure and funding, sustainable funding. Thank you both for your service, and I yield back my time.